Hey everyone, what is up in the world of content creation? It is your buddy here today to show you an absolutely insane workflow. I literally just whipped up a brand new poster design using Playground AI in mere seconds, and I want to walk you through the entire process from start to finish. We are not just stopping at the initial design though. I'm going to show you how to take that artwork and transform it into gorgeous high-quality product mockups. And then, the real magic happens when we take my long-form walkthrough video and automatically chop it into dozens of polished, ready-to-post social media clips using a tool called Vizard. Seriously, if you are selling anything in the print-on-demand space or any product that demands slick visuals and absolutely consistent social posting, this combination is a complete game changer. So let us start with the really fun part, which is getting that initial concept down on canvas as fast as possible. I simply opened up Playground AI and gave it a straightforward command to generate a brand new poster-style piece of artwork. Within just a couple of quick clicks, the system produced this completely finished artwork that genuinely looks like it was crafted by a professional designer. You can move from having absolutely zero assets to a clean, canvas-ready file in an incredibly short amount of time. But honestly, the true secret sauce here is figuring out how to place that identical design into mockups that perfectly match the environment where your customer dreams of seeing it. I am talking about living rooms, rustic farmhouse kitchens, dedicated game rooms, or whatever niche you happen to be targeting this week. Playground AI actually boasts a surprisingly robust mockup feature that is built right into their main application. You select your finished design, and then you navigate over to the dedicated mockup tab to get started. The system presents you with tons of different mockup categories, including apparel, coffee mugs, journals, and even bags. However, for this specific wall art project, I made sure to click exclusively on the canvas option to see what it could do. In mere seconds, the AI system rendered my flat design directly into a beautifully realistic canvas mockup, which was absolutely mind-blowing. It literally took that exact piece of artwork and mapped it flawlessly onto a tangible-looking canvas structure. From that point, I jumped into the edit description box to precisely instruct the AI on where exactly to place this new piece of art. For instance, I typed out a very specific instruction. Put the canvas on a wall inside a farmhouse kitchen above a wood table, and then I hit submit. Just a few seconds later, I was presented with a perfectly realistic mock-up of my poster hanging above a solid wood table in a wonderfully cozy kitchen setting. This visual is absolutely perfect if your main target audience consists of people who deeply love that specific farmhouse aesthetic. I immediately decided to run the same exact poster again, but this time I aimed for a completely different scene setting to test its versatility. I entered a new prompt asking for the art to be placed next to a card table inside a dedicated game room, and naturally, it generated that version flawlessly too. We repeated the process one more time. The identical poster was commanded to appear near a computer monitor within a modern gaming setup, and bam! Another fantastic mockup appeared. This whole capability is absolutely monumental for print-on-demand sellers because the presentation of your product genuinely impacts conversion rates so much. That same poster is going to sell so much better when you can actually show it hanging in the exact environment your ideal buyer has already pictured in their mind. Now, I have to give everyone a tiny heads up because while this is amazing, the AI isn't completely perfect in every single iteration yet. In a few of the generated versions, the text that was actually on the image ended up looking a little bit wonky on one of the 3 final mockups I requested. But no big deal at all, because I simply reran the exact same prompt, and almost instantly the system corrected itself and fixed the issue. This is totally normal behavior when you are working heavily with generative AI tools, as you sometimes need 1 or 2 quick iterations to achieve that absolute pixel-perfect result. Okay, now we get to the part where so many creators get completely and utterly stuck in their content creation process. You create one killer long-form tutorial or a detailed design walkthrough just like this one, and suddenly you are sitting on hours of raw video content. All that footage could be turned into dozens of engaging social clips, but manually editing it all down feels like an absolute pain in the neck. This is precisely where the magic of Vizard comes into play, and it is the reason I really wanted to highlight this specific tool today. I fed Vizard the entirety of that long-form video demonstrating the design and mockup process, and it automatically created dozens of short clips highlighting all the best moments. It intelligently pulls out things like that detailed mockup rundown, the exact prompt I used, any quick tips I offered, and even the how to fix text errors segment, capturing all the potentially viral pieces. What Vizard is fundamentally designed to do is find those genuinely viral parts of your long content for you without any guesswork. It scans the entire recording, isolates the most engaging sections, and then spits out ready-to-post videos optimized perfectly for TikTok, Reels, or YouTube Shorts. You do not have to do any manual scouring through hours of footage or any fiddly timeline trimming whatsoever. I literally just pointed Vizard at the raw video file, and within minutes I had multiple short videos ready to deploy. One of those clips showed the canvas hanging perfectly in that farmhouse kitchen. Another featured the awesome game room scene, and another focused solely on the precise ChatGPT prompt used for Playground. One feature I absolutely adore is Vizard's seamless integration of an auto-schedule function right into the platform. You simply set the desired frequency for your posts, Select a couple of preferred templates or posting patterns, and the AI takes care of scheduling everything for you. This means I can maintain a rock-solid, steady posting cadence without having to babysit a content calendar every single day of the week. For all you dedicated creators in the POD sphere, remember that consistency is the true key to visibility, and auto-schedule completely removes that manual friction. And while we are talking about it, the actual content calendar within Vizard is surprisingly functional and incredibly useful for planning. You can view an entire week or a full month at a single glance, easily shift clips around, add customized captions, and even tweak thumbnails before hitting publish across all your socials from that one single hub. If you handle the social promotion for any online store, this single-pane workflow saves you an astronomical amount of time compared to constantly bouncing between 5 different separate applications. Now, just to keep things entirely fair and balanced, Playground AI is genuinely amazing at the specific tasks it was built for, no question about it. The lightning-fast design generation coupled with those functional mockups all inside the same app offers supreme convenience for designers. But what Playground does not do is intelligently repurpose your heavy, long-form tutorial content into those necessary bite-sized social media clips, and critically, it absolutely does not handle the crucial steps of scheduling those clips or managing their cross-platform distribution. That is the massive, undeniable gap in the workflow that Vizard steps in immediately to fill with its automation features. We also have to mention other excellent editing tools like Descript or CapCut, which are certainly great for hands-on editing work, I agree. However, they either demand a significant amount of manual, tedious work from you, or you end up paying for a massive feature set you might not even need. For example, Descript offers powerful transcription and editing, but it is not fundamentally built around that specific workflow of finding viral moments and auto-generating clips. CapCut is fantastic, especially because it is free and excellent for editing short videos manually, but you are still the human responsible for every single clip and every single post. Vizard, on the other hand, just completely automates that entire content repurposing pipeline in a way that perfectly suits creators focused on scaling their reach. A ton of people frequently ask me about the prompts. What did you actually type into Playground to get that amazing poster look? My secret weapon for the final polished prompt was actually utilizing ChatGPT to craft the perfect input for Playground AI. In my specific workflow, ChatGPT first asks me a few clarifying questions about the niche and the desired artistic tone, like whether it should be vintage or edgy. It then outputs a highly refined prompt, which is the exact text I then paste straight into Playground AI for immediate generation. That refined ChatGPT prompt is ultimately the specific instruction that resulted in the final, beautiful design you see displayed here right now. I have actually shared that exact ChatGPT prompt alongside several useful variations inside my comprehensive Pod for Dummies course. If you want those materials, there is a direct link waiting for you down in the description section below so you can easily download them. Furthermore, I have included an entire library of alternative prompts you can copy and paste for totally different design niches immediately. So to summarize the entire process for my workflow, it looked like this. Use ChatGPT to build the perfect Playground prompt first. Then I paste that into Playground AI to rapidly create the initial design asset for the product. Next, I immediately used Playground's mockup feature to place that art into those crucial realistic lifestyle scenes. After that, I shoot a detailed long-form walkthrough video explaining every single step of this creation process to my audience. Then comes the heavy lifting replacement. I upload that raw, long video file directly into the Vizard platform. Finally, Vizard takes over completely to auto-detect the most engaging clips, polish them up, and schedule them to post across my channels. That entire streamlined sequence is what takes what was traditionally a multi-day grind and compresses it down into just a couple of productive hours of work. I want to share a few practical notes that I learned from actually testing this system extensively with Vizard's clip creation. Whenever the AI automatically generates clips for you, you absolutely must always give a quick glance over the automatically created captions and the proposed thumbnails. Even though the AI does an incredible job with the basic selection, that extra human touch can give your engagement a significant bump upwards. This involves tweaking a single punchy one-liner, or perhaps changing the thumbnail frame to one that is slightly more eye-catching for your audience. And a key piece of advice if you are selling print-on-demand products is to tailor specific clips to highlight completely different use cases for the product. You should show the poster in that beautiful kitchen scene, then switch to showing it in the energetic gaming room, and then showcase it beautifully wrapped as a perfect gift idea. Different buyers respond incredibly well to seeing the product presented in their specific world, so show them all the worlds. If your primary storefront is on platforms like Shopify, Etsy, or even Merch by Amazon, pairing these AI tools is just non-negotiable for growth. The combination of Playground plus Vizard successfully covers both the entire creative side and the essential distribution side of your content. Playground AI takes complete ownership of all your core product visuals and your initial mock-up generation needs. Meanwhile, Vizard focuses entirely on handling your content velocity and ensuring seamless cross-platform publishing for everything you make. When you compare this integrated process to constantly having to chase after dozens of separate individual apps, the whole workflow just feels incredibly streamlined and efficient. I should also mention that I have seen many successful creators blending Vizard with other amazing tools like Canva for final thumbnail polish or even Photoshop for those last-minute image tweaks. And that combination works perfectly well too, depending on how much hands-on control you personally prefer to maintain over the final output. But if your ultimate goal is to achieve an almost completely zero-touch content machine, just use Vizard for clips and scheduling and Playground for the initial creative assets. You will be genuinely shocked at how quickly you can populate your entire social media feed with content that is specifically engineered to drive clicks. Just to recap everything, if you need the specific ChatGPT prompt I used, that master Playground prompt, or even a walkthrough of my Vizard project settings, they are all linked below. You can download all those resources directly from the description or find them conveniently placed within that Pod for Dummies course I mentioned earlier. Please take those assets, download them immediately, tweak them to fit your specific brand, and make them completely yours. And if you are curious about exploring other alternatives out there on the market, yes, they absolutely do exist. We have all the manual editors, various separate clip managers, and standalone scheduling utilities available to us. But from what I have seen talking to creators, most people ultimately choose Vizard because it is the one that actually automates that essential repurposing loop without needing an entire dedicated team to run it. Alright, I really hope all of this detailed information about this powerful workflow has been extremely useful for your content strategy. Please head down to the comments section now and let me know what AI tools you are currently using specifically for mockups or for repurposing your longer videos. I am genuinely curious to know if you are leaning more towards a fully automated system or if you still prefer to stay firmly in the team manual camp. If enough of you ask for it, I can absolutely prepare a dedicated follow-up video showing my exact Vizard settings for viral clip selection and advanced scheduling. Thank you so much for watching this entire walkthrough today, and I will most certainly catch you all in the very next video.